Last year, we had a huge improvement in the conference, and I think that we can continue on that path as we move forward this year. We have two different teams, but both with very similar goals of trying to crack into the top 3 at the conference championship. We're a team sport, we're also individually driven, so trying to continue our path of leading the conference in personal best performances.
It's definitely very exciting. I also enjoy the fact that it's pretty much all the same teams swimming together, and it's very close to home as well. I think we kind of have an advantage as a home pool.
I think joining a new conference is really like a privilege for us and something we're really excited about. And it's more competitive, and it really helps us put our name on the board. And then with these new freshmen that came in, I think they're really here to push us, and they bring in a lot of depth.
After coming off a season where we were the #1 most improved Division III swim program in the country, I think that we're just going to continue on that path. We made a huge jump, over 100 spots, I think, on the men's side, close to similar on the women, and there are not that many spots that remain to jump from this year to the end of the year, and so we're not going to jump another 100 spots. And I think that with our incoming freshman class combined with the experience of our returners, we're going to be able to enter into the top 50 in the country, put our name on the map, and I think the next big hurdle is to get some men and women that are qualifying and making some NCAA Division III B cuts.
Our next step is definitely finish the top 3 in the NJAC this year. That would be a big thing for us. Also to finish ranked. That's another huge goal of a lot of the guys on the team, especially coach as well. Another big thing that a few of us want to do as well is qualify for NCAAs this year. We fell a little bit short last year, but I think this year we have the talent to do so.
My favorite part of the team dynamic, especially on the men's side, is how close we all are, and there is a lot of friendly trash talk, and there's a lot of competition and rowdiness that the men's team will get into. Somebody might say something to you to fire you up and try to get you going, or talk a little bit of smack or trash to keep you in line, and it's cool to see that. When it comes time to Saturdays, it's we're one team, one family, and we're there to compete against whoever's coming to us.
Impressed me is our ability to get up and have healthy competition between each other, and we've grown close very quickly, which I think is unheard of for most teams.
I think that this year's preseason has been unexpected in a lot of positive ways. What you hope as a coach, as you recruit people, you get to know them, you form those relationships, that when they integrate with the actual team, that there's a chemistry that exists. And I think that across the last month as we've started practices, you've seen that chemistry kind of come together. We have had some of the best workouts as a team that I've experienced in 3 years in a month, and we maybe have only had 10 or 12 workouts so far. So I think that that's a huge piece. The addition of any freshman class is going to continue to challenge the returners to kind of elevate and step up from where they were last year, and I think that we've been able to also do that as well, and you've seen the returners coming back in shape, and if they weren't in shape, coming back ready to kind of defend for where they left off last year.
I think the biggest thing is how quickly the freshmen came in and kind of fit into the team. I think we kind of all clicked on all cylinders together. Day one of practice, and ever since then it's kind of been more of a fun environment, but at the same time we're all there working hard, we're all there working for the same thing.
So with the NCAA changing the format from 19 strict weeks to giving us the opportunity for 114 days, the preseason this year has allowed us to focus a lot more on some specific skill development and working some technique and really building foundational units as a team. And so I think that there's been a lot of benefit to that.
Probably what's impressed me the most is just the way that we've progressed this year, and I feel like it's been a lot more to the benefit of every member of the team. I think we got a lot of fast girls and guys this year, so I know a lot of people have big goals that they're trying to achieve.
Sometimes throughout the winter it's harder on yourself, so keeping a positive mindset, and the same goes for the whole team. I feel like keeping a positive mindset is the most important thing.
I'm also really excited to kind of get more of a conference schedule this year, kind of go against more people in our conference this year, kind of see how we stack up specifically during the year, not just in the championships. Overall, I think it's going to be a pretty nice year, pretty exciting year.
When we look at our competition schedule this year and we reflect on last year, we had a lot of dual meet success. Women were 8-1, which broke a program record, and the men went undefeated. This year, the dual meet schedule looks a little bit different as we're starting to race some teams that are in the top 10 in the country, top 25 opponents. And I think that that elevated level of competition will play out with some better performances there at the end. As I look forward, I think that we really are focused up on every opportunity that we have to race and compete. And we also were able to add a Best of Maryland meet with UMBC and Frostburg State, so there'll be teams represented from NCAA Division I, II, and III, and so we're excited to have been invited to that and have the opportunity to raise our level and compete with the best in the state.